Hello again and welcome to this third video in this series for the Boeing 737 normal procedures tutorials. And this video will be covering the CDU pre-flight procedure, which is done by the captain and the first officer. Whoever does it first, the second pilot needs to verify all entries. So in the first leg, you'll have this menu in the FMC. So go ahead and select FMC, and then you have the ident page. Here you need to verify that the model is correct, 737-700, and for the cargo airplanes you should have C here. Engine rating 24,000, verified. This is what we have. And check the nav database is active. If this one is expired, check the second one. And if this one is active, just press the button here and it will be selected as an active. If both of them are expired, then contact maintenance to load a current nav database. And then press position in it. Here you need to enter the ICAO number for the airport that you are in. For example, here we are in Dammam. And in the gate, in Dammam only, you put the parking spot here. So today we are parked in Alpha 6. So put Alpha 6 and then line selected to the gate. And here you'll have the lat and long for the parking spot. Go to the next page. And here you have the GPS lat and long. Select either one of them and then press the previous page. And then put it in the set IRS position. And then press route. Here in the route, you can enter the route in 3 different ways. The first one is to load a company stored route. And the name of the company routes are the last 2 letters of the ICAO identifier of the departure airport and the last 2 letters of the ICAO identifier of destination. So for example, going from Dammam to Al-Ahsa, the company route is going to be Delta Foxtrot Alpha Hotel. Al-Ahsa to Dammam, the opposite, Alpha Hotel Delta Foxtrot, and so forth. Sheba is a little bit different. Departing out of Sheba, you need to put the runway that you are using for departure. So for example, if you are going from Sheba to Dammam using runway 09er, then just insert the runway number between the 2 ICAO letters. So it's going to be Sierra Bravo 09er Delta Foxtrot. If it is runway 27, then instead of 09, put 27. Same thing for example, from Sheba to Al-Ahsa using runway 27, it's going to be Sierra Bravo 27 Alpha Hotel. The second exception is for Jazan flights. Jazan is stored with the letter N at the end. So from Dammam to Jazan, it's going to be Delta Foxtrot Gulf November and November again. And from Jazan to Dammam, Gulf November, Delta Foxtrot November. So this is one way of entering the route here in the CDU. The second way is to do a recall through the flight plan number, which starts with the P, and you can find it in the flight plan. So go ahead and enter the flight plan number here and then request, and then it's going to be loaded through ACARS. The third way is manual. Just put the origin, destination, and go to the next page, put the airways and the waypoints. And this example will be doing the company route, going from Dammam to Al-Ahsa. So the scratch pad, put Delta Foxtrot Sierra Bravo, and then line selected to the company route. And then put the runway. We are using runway 16 left on this example, so 16 left in the scratch pad, then line selected to the runway. And then the flight number. Today's flight is Delta 248, and this number is located in the flight release. So you need to write it down in the scratch pad and then line selected to the flight number. If you did a flight plan recall through the flight plan number, after you recall the route, you need to change the flight number to the Delta number. So next, you have here activate. Press the activate button. The execute light is illuminated now. And before you execute it, go to the next page and verify the route. Direct Tehran, direct Charlie 3, direct Sierra Bravo Tango Delta, direct Sheba. And this is the route that we have in the flight plan. So if you are satisfied with the route, go ahead and execute it. And then you have the perf here selected. And in the perf here, you need to select at this point, you need to enter the reserve fuel. And the reserve fuel as a minimum is your alternate fuel plus the 45 minutes. However, if you have plenty of fuel on board the airplane and you are landing with more than the alternate plus the 45 minutes, then go ahead and put that. And what it does, in case if you have an abnormal fuel burn, you'll get a message here in the scratch pad saying using reserve fuel, and that will get your attention to verify if you have anything abnormal in the flight. When we took this picture, they were still fueling the airplane. We were planning for 21,000. So here the total fuel is 21,000, and we are going from Dammam to Sheba. We are expecting to burn about 6,000. So our landing fuel in Sheba is 15,000, which is more than the fuel that we need for the alternate and the 45 minutes reserve. So I'm going to use that figure as my reserve fuel. So 15, and then line selected to reserve. Cost index, the cost index, the default is 30%. And then you need to change the transition altitude from 18,000 to 13,000 feet. So in the scratch pad, write 13,000 and then line selected the transition altitude. And then for the cruise altitude, put whatever cruise altitude in the flight plan. It should have been 310, which we have changed it later on. But by mistake I put 320, and then you can select whatever cruise altitude that you are flying to, 310 or 320. Next here for the cruise wind and for the top of climb outside air temperature, these numbers will help the FMC do a better climb schedule computation. It's recommended to do it in a long flights like going to Jazan, Jeddah or Yanbu. If you are going to Tanajib, Al Ahsa, Sheba, it's not required. So press next N1 limit, and here in the N1 limit you can just verify that the outside air temperature is close to what is reported in ATIS, and then go to the takeoff ref page. By pressing here the takeoff. In the takeoff ref page, go to the second page. And here you need to change the thrust reduction to 1,000 feet instead of 1,500. So in the scratch pad, put 1,000. The line is selected to the thrust reduction altitude. Now that we are done with the first part for the CDU pre-flight, after you do that, press index. And then select ACARS. And then pre-flight. And then init data. And here, as you can see, some of the information are already there taken by the CDU from the route page, but we need to make it all big. So flight number 248, go ahead in the scratch pad and put 248, and then line selected to the flight number, and it will change to bigger font. You need to do the same with the origin, Dammam, and line selected here. And then put the estimated time of departure, 1300 for example, and then line selected here. The airline ID, you need to type the exact thing that you have here, XA, so put XA in the scratch pad and then line selected here. And then the schedule date, the date of the flight, and this example is 7, so put 7 scratch pad and then line selected here. You do the same for destination, Sheba, write it down, make it big. And then the estimated time en route, about 1 hour 10 minutes. You can refer to the flight plan for that. And so 1 hour 10, and then line selected here. And the flight ID, you need to type the exact same thing here, XA248 again. So XA248, line selected, and it comes big. Now go to the next page. And here you need to enter the captain badge number, the first officer badge number. So let's say, for example, it's 2000, line selected to the captain, and then the first officer badge number, and then line selected to the FOID. And then press init required, this button here. And you need to confirm it, so press it again. So init required, you press here, and then confirm. Press again, and then that's it. The information now is being sent through ACARS. That concludes the pre-flight for the CDU procedure, and we'll continue with the captain pre-flight procedure in the next video. I hope that this video was helpful for you. And again, as a reminder, these videos are for training purposes only. Wish you a good day and happy flying. Thank you.